All right, let's talk the Barbie movie. So I went with a girlfriend and really loved it. And my son went during a soccer practice with some friends, and he came back and said, I said, "Oh, how was the movie?" And he said, "I hated it except for when Ken was in charge. That was his favorite part, when Ken took over." And then we got into a conversation. He's 10 or almost 10, he's 9. And we got into a conversation about how the idea is that the best scenario would be where you have both masculine and feminine, right? The men and the women, and there's a team, and people are both contributing. It's not just one person ruling. And I said, like mommy and daddy would each have a say. And he goes, "Well, daddy makes way more choices than you do." And I was like, wow, because I wasn't aware of that. I didn't see it through his eyes. And so first I was like, oh, that's interesting. And he said, yeah, and a lot of times you just ask daddy for the answer. And then he decides. And I was like, oh, isn't that interesting? And I think sometimes by habit, one, if I don't have a preference or I don't know and I'm not sure, I'll just ask. I'll be like, what do you think? And then we go with whatever my husband thinks or says in that. And it just, made me realize, wow, where can I make more decisions and be more active in the decision-making process? And then the next day, my son wanted extra iPad time. And my husband and I were both in the living room. And he walked up to my husband and he said, "Dad, can I have more iPad time?" And my husband said, "Yes." And then he stopped and he looked at me and he goes, "Mom, I know you're working on this. So I'm going to ask you too, can I have some more iPad time?" And I'm like, well, now I can't say no. But it's just created a really nice awareness. One, having an outsider kind of see how engaged you are in decision making, to have an outsider kind of third party view the dynamics of a relationship and partnership. And then 3, wow, kudos to him to then helping shift the dynamics and really on me in the future, where can I do that? Where can I just make my own decisions individually, one off, where they're not that, not that big of a deal? Where can I welcome more discussion and then make more partner decisions versus, I guess, having the uneven tilt that might exist. And until you really take inventory, this stuff kind of goes unnoticed. So just sharing those thoughts.